So we all know how bad these 08 to 16 model starter motor system is. Let's not dwell on it. Let's re-engineer it. Work the problem, people, work the problem. This is how I worked it. 24 volts, baby. So a bit of background. I bought this bike with a starting system that did not work. New starter, upgraded 16 intermediate gear, Bendix, new bushes, everything, and it worked fine for years. No problems at all. Then I decided to put on a 2-stroke performance high compression head, which is an absolute ripper mod, by the way, but the starting system did not like the higher compression. So I lived with it for a while and decided to fix it, and I found this mod on the internet. There's a couple of YouTube videos already out there, and it's pretty straightforward. All you're doing is putting a second battery in line with the first one, so in series, not in parallel, in series, which makes it 24 volt. You could do an 18 volt system with a 6 volt motorbike battery, but 24 volt worked for me. So I just threw this together on a Friday afternoon a few weeks ago for proof of concept and a bit of testing, and it's been working for about 20 hours now. So I'll be doing a Mark II version soon, because this is not the best, and I'll tell you why. So I got this one as a second battery. It's a lead acid, so that's the first problem. It's heavy, and it's only a little 2.5 amp hour battery there. So as you can see, I had to relocate the solenoid to fit this battery in there. It's the only one I had in the shop. I just wanted to get it done. So all you do is you take the wire off the output of the solenoid and you put the battery in the middle. So the circuit goes like this. This negative stays the same. That's what it is already. Positive runs to the solenoid. This does not change. This is factory. The output of the solenoid then goes to the negative of the new battery. Then the positive in the new battery goes to the starter motor stud. What happens is, only when you tap that button, then this becomes 24 volt. The rest of the time this battery is not even connected. It's 12 volt. This is getting charged 12 volt. The CDI gets a dedicated supply from the alternator, so nothing to do with the battery system. So you're not going to put 24 volts into this, you're not going to do any damage. One downside is this, at this setup, this does not get charged. So I've just got optimizer leads there to charge both batteries up. Currently it's lasting me 2 rides and the stuff I do, which I start the bike a lot. So before I put the 24 volt system in, I tried a lot of things to get this thing to work. As you can see, I put a fat earth wire directly from the battery to the starter motor. I separated the wires of the positive to the pickup coils, because there was some thread on the internet about them interfering with each other. That didn't fix it. I put a new battery. I didn't need it, but I put a fresh battery in it anyway. This one I put in February. The starter motor was fine, so nothing worked on this. I put a truck battery on it. It still wouldn't start this bike. So there is a small issue with having 2 batteries in series of different capacities, because one will discharge before the other. Then the big one will try and charge up the smaller one in reverse polarity, which is no good. You get fireworks, explosions, melting, smoke, the works. But this system, only when you tap that button it's connected, so that doesn't really apply. So maybe it will prematurely wear the starter motor with bushes, but you know, I've got a box full of broken starter motors out there. And funnily enough, they all come back to life when you put 24 volts through them. They get a new lease of life. Shocking. So if you've tried to fix everything on these 08 to 16 model bikes with the starting system and it's still not working, chuck some more volts through it. It's the way to go. So I've got the spark plug disconnected just to show you how fast this thing turns over. So that's as good as an 17, 18 model startling system, if you ask me. You could make a charging circuit for this with relays and a switch maybe, but the fuss of doing it without really the benefits, for the fact that I just have to connect this up every couple of rides, doesn't bother me. Like I said, this was a Friday afternoon throw together job, Mark 1 version. This is going to be the Mark 2, double the capacity, half the weight. Little 2.5 amp battery there. This one 4.3, similar voltage, this being lithium, this is only 11.4. I'm going to relocate the solenoid back to where it belongs, delete this battery and maybe put that there or there somewhere. This being lithium, obviously you've got to have a balanced charger to charge that up. They cost like 30 bucks, and yeah, that should last twice as long and not affect the weight. So there you go, 24 volt, better than 12.